Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, hanging out in the woods, as you can see, kind of on the edge of my property, and it feels like there's something going to happen in the air in the next couple of days. I tell you, it's cold. It is a little crazy being out here, but I figured I would come out, do another review, entertain my loyal subscribers, and truly appreciate everybody who has been tuning into the channel, who has been interacting with the videos and everything like that. It's truly humbling. Really love it. And keep it going, see what happens as we push into to 2026 here. So this was a bottle actually picked up at the end of 2025. Was fortunate enough to get selected to be able to snag a bottle, and I was happy I did, and put it in my kind of whiskey, I guess, bottles of the year. Did had a good chance of trying it, and I've got more walking through the woods here. And I got all these freaking burrs all over my jacket. Wow. I wore the wrong jacket into the woods and everything. Anyhow, I'm hanging out here, and I thought it'd be a perfect spot to do the review of this particular bottle. And what I'm talking about is Snow Day. So this is the latest release from Found North. 115 proof, cash strength whiskey, 10 years old. There is a lot of older stuff in here. Now I was not able to commit all this here to memory, but I do have some information that I was able to find online, and I'm going to put it in the video. I may like pop it up as I'm speaking here, or kind of put it up over here or up over here, depending on what I'm doing when I'm editing. But this has got a lot of stuff in it and a whole big crazy process. So it's a 10-year rye, a 20-year rye, 22-year rye, a 15-year corn, 20-year corn, and a 22-year corn. And Found North, they are, I think, some of the best blending masters that are out there. And this bottle is no exception. And, happy I have it. And it, for a Canadian, for mostly Canadian, or all Canadian, it is actually a pretty dark bottle. And look at, I love the different designs that they put on the sides of their bottles, which is pretty cool. But I'm going to go ahead and get this thing poured up. Now, I should have brought a table out here, but it was a big pain in the ass getting out this way. And I wasn't going to go trek and do anything. Lucky I got the tripod out here. But pop this sucker. I got a Glen down here, or a glass down here. Get this thing filled up and try to give you guys a review before I get attacked by some kind of wild animal or what. I am standing in kind of the crossroads of deer paths that are on my property. So at any given moment, we might find or see one of West Virginia's finest, which is white-tailed deer. So let's get into this bad boy. All right. So, lose my breath bending down over there. Man, I need to lose some weight. Whew, man. So this bottle, again, was able to snag this at the end of the year, and put the cork back on here. And I should have thought this through. Put that back down there, and let's get into this. So, whoop. That would have been funny if I fell down. I just realized there's a little groundhog hole behind me. Need to scout out my my spot a little bit better next time. So, Found North. This is, I guess, a new release from them. Not part of the high altitude series, but again, I enjoy their stuff. They are doing some unique stuff. I've gotten a few single barrels from them. I got a single barrel pick from the Bourbon Judge where kind of fell in love with Found North when I got that pick. And I did have a chance to, what was it? The Hell Diver. I think the first release of the Hell Diver, which Buddy had at a bottle share. That was absolutely phenomenal. But this whiskey here is so complex and so good. It truly is exquisite. So again, this has got a real nice dark amber color for Canadian whiskey. It truly is dark. And just look at the viscosity on this thing. Hopefully that is coming through with the scenery behind me. Shout out to the bakers. Stay trashy, baby. So on the nose, this, man, I get so much different fruits. Some kind of light fruits. I mean, like, I don't necessarily get a pear or an apple, but kind of a, not traditional, like a stone or dark fruit flavor, but that dark fruit and that stone fruit is kind of woven in here. Man, it's just got such an interesting nose, so complex. I mean, you could sit here and probably nose this for hours if you truly wanted to. But who wants to sit around and just sniff bourbon or whiskey? Most people like to drink it. So that's what I'm going to do here in a second. Man, that is just an incredible nose. It's got so much complexity, so many different things going on. My like inexperience or kind of not as in-depth nose and palate with notes and everything like that, it's kind of giving this a little bit of an injustice, but super interesting, super awesome. All right, let's get on the palate. Oh man, I tell you, for a Canadian whiskey and rye, there is an unbelievable amount of like leather, oak, and fruit. That's basically what I'm getting here. This is just one of these super complex pours that is absolutely phenomenal. If you were able to get a bottle of this, leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think was worthy of being on my list for bottles of the year last year? Is it something that you enjoy sipping? Was it a big disappointment? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, wow. This is just one of those pours that I'm happy to have on the bar. I know hopefully gonna be sharing it with some friends soon and everything like that. But wow, Found North is just doing incredible stuff. I'm a huge fan. I've been fortunate enough to win some of the more recent lotteries. I enter them all, but I'm not successful. I've got two. Oh, I got it. Was it in the 9-year and was it the 10-year and 11-year, or the 9-year and the 10-year? I got to go back and look. But and then I have this, and then I have two single barrels. Now the single barrel I had from the Judge, wow, that was absolutely incredible. Got lucky and found a backup to that. Saw it out on Shared Pour, and I was like, well, I never. It was the first kind of single barrel that I had gotten where I wanted a backup, and I was able to get a backup, which was freaking awesome. So, Found North, you can send me samples anytime. I don't know if I'm going to do them justice in reviews, but I'm a super fan. Just putting it out there. Wow, absolutely incredible, guys. If you have the bottle, let me know. If you don't, I guess sorry that you didn't win the lottery or didn't get chosen. It's kind of funny when you say you get chosen. You know, I volunteer as tribute, right? For those of you who were into Hunger Games and that kind of stuff. But man, this is a great pour. And as I'm looking behind, the clouds are starting to move ever faster. And it feels like it's going to snow soon. We'll see. Kind of a shitty Christmas that there was no snow, but I was down in Florida. So, you'll have that. But cold day, figured I would get out, wanted to get this review done so I can get it out here in early January. So, appreciate you guys tuning in. Should have an announcement coming out around the live that I'm going to try to get done here in January, celebrate 100 subscribers. Thank you, everybody who has liked, who has commented, who has subscribed to the videos or subscribed to the channel. Truly humbling, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Going to keep this thing going, see where it takes me, and we'll go from there. So, as I like to end always, this is the West Virginia Bourbon Guy reminding you that pours are always best when they're shared with friends. Cheers, everybody. Man, that bottle has opened up and tastes freaking phenomenal. Have a good one.